Okay. So obviously everybody I think knows that hammer and chisel first day of workouts is going to be next Monday, the 1st. Yeah. So if anybody's wanting to get into that hammer and chisel group, they would have to buy their challenge pack by tomorrow. Otherwise, they won't get their stuff in time. They can always join later and do their workouts on Beachbody on demand. But if they want to have their Shakeology and everything in time for the first day of workouts, they need to have it all bought by tomorrow. And then I do have a 21-day fix group starting on the 15th. So for the newer gals that are selling 21-day fix, if they want to throw somebody into a challenge group, that's a good group to get them into. And the last day to join that group will be February the 8th. And I was going to start a PIO group earlier, and I decided to start the PIO group the first week of March. So the last day to get into that PIO group is going to be February 29th. And then off of the challenge groups, let's talk about recruiting. I'm going to start a sneak peek on February the 8th. So if you guys want to start advertising sneak peeks out there this week to get people interested in checking that out and start talking to people about recruiting. And then until you guys are comfortable with doing mentoring calls and apprenticeship calls with your recruits, I am willing to do those one-on-one calls if we can schedule them at a time where you guys can be in on them. So it kind of would be a three-way call until you guys are comfortable enough to do your own calls with your downline. But it's a good way to get them started right and get them headed on the right path. Obviously, with the groups that Lindsay set up, it's really nice because we already have all the new coach training set up by week, so we can just put people right into those new coach trainings whenever we get somebody signed on board. Just go to week 1, day 1, and tag them in a post and have them just say start here or whatever so that they can quickly find the best place to start their training. So as far as dates goes, that's pretty much it for what I have coming up for February. If you guys haven't already started, you should be starting your monthly marketing plan for February to figure out what you want to do in February, especially with the Team Cup. You guys are going to want to know already before going into February what challenge groups you're going to promote and when your start dates are going to be for those challenge groups. And I would kind of encourage you guys to also do a free challenge group at some point in the month too. That'll get interest from people that aren't quite sure yet if a challenge group setting is for them. And I can give you guys some ideas on that in the one-on-one calls that we do if you guys want more details on how you can do your own free challenge group. But yeah, date-wise, that's what I've got going on in February. And then our one-on-one calls, they're going to probably end up getting squished into just a couple of days a week instead of trying to spread them out over the week because my new school schedule starts on the 1st and I have class 4 days a week. So they'll probably mostly be on Thursdays and Fridays, but I have a couple of Monday morning and a couple of Monday afternoons. Did you guys see the Smart Ass Fitness call is changing in February?
No. February.
The which one?
The Smart Ass Fitness team call.
I didn't see that.
So normally the Bombshell Dynasty does the Monday night call and then Smart Ass Fitness is doing the Thursday night call. But Miguel and Lindsay decided to swap. So Miguel's going to do the Smart Ass Fitness call on Mondays. And Lindsay's actually going to do a midday call for the Bombshell Dynasty on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. So call time will be the same on Monday nights for those calls, but the Wednesday is going to change. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to. I think it's good, though, because somehow not everybody can make it on a team call in the evening. So changing one of them to middle of the day is probably better for a lot of people, but the Smart Ass Fitness call being on Monday nights is going to help a lot too because that's when Miguel will do all of the recognition. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, recognition is a huge motivator. So when I see my name on those leaderboards, really pushes me to keep going and work a little bit harder. So it's a good way to start out the week, I think. That's all I have for dates, so I'll go ahead and I'll get started on the buffer. So buffer.com, come on. That's not it. That's not it. Here it is. Okay, can you guys see that?
Yes.
So the website is buffer.com, and all you need to do is sign up. You can sign up for a free account, and it'll allow you to connect. I think you can connect 3 or 4 different pages and groups. So you'll see over here I've got a couple of these I need to take out, but I have my personal page connected. I have my challenge groups connected. I have our team page connected. Once you get over 3 or 4 groups, though, you have to pay $10 a month for a membership fee. But for you guys, for right now, you should be able to get away with it for free because you're not running that many challenge groups. So the nice thing about this is you can post whatever you want to post to your pages, and it's automatically set to go. So like tomorrow morning, I have this recipe scheduled to post to my personal page at 6:17 a.m. That way, when I get up in the morning, I can do all of my other power hour stuff and connecting with people without having to worry about what I'm going to post first thing in the morning. And then my New Year Pio, everything is all set to go. These aren't the only posts that I make to the groups, but these are the posts that I want to make sure get made. Sometimes I will post extra things throughout the day that I just come across, but for the most part, making sure the workouts get posted before people are off to work and want to get their workouts done. This is a good resource. So I'm going to show you how to connect a group. I set up our next hammer and chisel group today because I wanted to show you guys how to transfer stuff over. So all you're going to do is go down to connect more, and then you're going to go, you can connect a profile, which is just your personal page. You can connect a page, which would be like your like page. I don't connect my like page because I can schedule posts from my like page. And then you can connect a group, which is what we're going to do right now. And then it'll bring up every group that you're in charge of. So what we want to connect right now is going to be my February Hammer and Chisel group. And as you can see, I don't have anything scheduled in there. But one thing that I've learned is it's really important to go in and change your scheduled times. So I just take all the scheduled times out, and then I go back over to content, because then I can schedule it on my own, whatever time I want. If you have set times in there and say you're only posting one thing in a day, it'll mess up the postings for the rest of the time. So like if I'm posting one post tomorrow, but 2 posts the next day, and I have it scheduled in the scheduler to post 2 posts a day, it'll mess up the first post for the following day. So I take out those scheduled times so I can manually schedule. It's different than what a lot of people do. A lot of people actually put the schedule in there. I don't like it. I've had too many issues with it. So it's just easier for me to X those out and not have those preset times in there. So I've got the February Hammer and Chisel hooked up. Since I've already got a Hammer and Chisel group going, it's really easy to go to that Hammer and Chisel group that's already going. And I can look at past posts that I've posted in that group by clicking on Analytics. and it'll bring up all of the posts that have already posted to that challenge group without having to go back to the scripts that I have. I can just go over here and find a post, and up right here in the arrow, I can just move that right to the February hammer and chisel, drop it, and now it's in there ready to go under content. So it's super easy to schedule. As you can see, it's got the date on it. That's weird. Anyhow, it's super easy to just move over to the group that you want. So you don't have to go copy and paste and find the picture again that you used. It's already all there. You just have to schedule it for whatever day you want it to be put into the group. So this is just a recipe. So recipes I try to filter into my group every day. This one is one that just posted on my personal page also. So I'll probably post it to the group a couple weeks from now. And so we'll say February the 2nd, it'll post to that group. And then I can pick whatever time I want it to post, say 10 o'clock in the morning. And as you can see, it's scheduled to post Tuesday, February 2nd at 10 a.m. So it's simple as that. If you don't already have a group in here to post, all you need to do is go right here. And this is where you're going to do your post. So tomorrow is going to be one of the first days that I actually post anything in this group. So I'm gonna show you how to do this, and then I'll probably delete it because I already have a post that I want to go in. I haven't set up yet. But welcome to the group, ladies. I'm so excited to get started. Ooh, except I can't type. Please, this is pretty similar to what my post tomorrow will be. This group is not just for me to post things. It's also for you to support each other. So participation will be key to everyone's success. Gosh dang, I can't spell.
That's all right.
So anyhow, then if you wanted to add a picture with this, you could just go add photos. Do this one. It takes it a second sometimes to post the photo. And then just hit add to key. And then come back here, and as you can see, it's sitting there, not scheduled at all. So then we can set the schedule for tomorrow morning, say 1:30 a.m. I always try to schedule early my time because I'm Pacific time, and I want to make sure everybody that gets up early on the East Coast gets their post to see their workout early enough. So 1:30 a.m. my time is usually when I schedule. And so then that's set to go for tomorrow at 1:30 a.m. It's really easy to do. It just takes a little bit of practice figuring out when you want to have things post. Some people are super scheduled, like they want certain things to post at a certain time every day. I try to mix it up because it kind of gets a little bit boring if you do the same thing over and over. But it's also nice to connect your personal page because when you're, this is the only way that you can pre-schedule posts to your personal page because, if you're out and about and you don't have time necessarily to check into your personal page and make sure you're scheduling of posts 3 to 5 times a day, you can do this in advance. Like if you're going on vacation or something, you can just do it in advance, make sure that it gets scheduled and posted to your page so you're not constantly having to sit on Facebook and try to think of new content. when I first started using Buffer, I would spend my Sundays and schedule every post for the entire week. And so it was done Sunday nights. I didn't have to worry about it Monday through Saturday. With everything else going on, I've kind of gotten a little bit lazy about that. So now I sit down a couple nights a week and do my Buffer posts for all of the groups. And every once in a while, I think I have them scheduled and I don't, but it's definitely a good resource.
Yeah.
Have you guys, so does this help you guys at all to get ready for? Okay.
That's great.
Yeah.
That'll save a lot of time.
It really does. There's another one out there called Hootsuite, and I'm not too sure. I'm not familiar with it at all. I think Lindsay Martin, she uses Hootsuite. But Buffer.
What is it? Oops. Sweet.
It's Hoot. HOOTSUITE. I don't know how it compares to Buffer. Buffer is the one that I was introduced to first, and so that's the one that I'm the most familiar with. So other thing that I wanted to kind of go over that's kind of important is your like page. That's weird. Okay.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Okay, so can you guys see my page?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys have noticed this before, but when you do a post to your like page, so let me just go find a picture real quick that I want to post.
So do you save all your pictures that you like to your computer?
Oh yeah, I have a ton of pictures on my computer.
That's a good idea. Sorry.
This picture I'm actually going to schedule to post for tomorrow morning. This picture for some reason gets a lot of traction on my page. A lot of people come through and see it and like it. So let's go ahead and schedule this one. So you can do whatever you want here, but instead of pressing publish, click this little arrow right here and hit schedule. And then it'll bring up this little box here where you can decide you want to schedule it for tomorrow morning at, let's say, 6:02 a.m. and schedule. So it won't post it to your page right away. It'll just schedule it. So it will post for you. I think that Facebook is trying to do this with all of their platforms. So eventually you may be able to do this on your personal page and all of your groups. But for right now, it's only the like pages that you have the ability to do this. It's super helpful, especially on your like page, because the like page doesn't have to be as in-depth as your groups. So you can just go through quickly once a week and get all of these scheduled, at least 3 a day. And I think, so I'm also going to try to, Maura, were you able to open the Dropbox link that I sent you?
I didn't open it yet.
Did you get it though?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so there's also some pictures in a Dropbox account, and those pictures correspond with all of the daily challenge group posts, so it's helpful to do that. I'm having a hard time uploading all of my pictures that I have to our website, so I'm going to try to upload all of them to a Dropbox account and send those to you guys as well. It's just a bunch of miscellaneous pictures with different sayings and everything, so you can kind of go through and pick what you feel like. It's really important that when you're looking for pictures, that if it's got somebody's personal name or logo on it, that you're leaving that on there, because if you post it to your page and they see that it's been cropped off, you can get in trouble for trademark infringements. So make sure that everything that you're posting is yours, it's legitimate. You can find free pictures from Google, not a big problem at all. But as soon as you see them with somebody's trademark, you have to still keep that on there. What else was I going to say? I can't remember. I think in one of Miguel's videos, he talked about a website where you can purchase quality pictures for like 10 cents a piece. But I haven't ever had to do that because I always just use myself, or I find stuff that's not been trademarked. But the pictures are out there. I'm not sure. Let's see. My mom is texting me right now.
Okay, I was like, what's that ding? Is that mine?
Hi, son.
Oh, it's not. That's not me.
So typically, if I want a good image just of a female, and I'll just type in fitness body woman. And then there's a bunch of different pictures that'll come up. There will be like this one here. It's got trademark across it, so you can't just use that. You have to purchase this one here. So really be careful of what pictures you're going and grabbing. A lot of times, like this one would be okay. You can use this one without modifying it at all. It doesn't have a trademark and it's already got a saying on it. But it's also important to try to take pictures of yourself. I know it's kind of hard to put yourself out there, but taking pictures of yourself and putting motivational quotes on those pictures actually get more traction than a stock photo like this. So just
I'm doing that one tomorrow.
this one?
I like that one.
But it's going to be me, and I'm going to take it at the same time.
Oh, see, that's my problem. I'm like, either me or my boys, and those are always interesting. That's why my pictures look good. So good luck with that, Mara.
The pictures that I use, let me see if I can get this to come up. What I do on my phone is I video all my workouts, and then I screenshot sections of the videos. Oh, come on. This is probably too much for the people that aren't on, but it's just kind of the way it's going.
Hey, it works.
We don't have to stay on task, right? Oh, see if this will come up for us here.
I never thought about doing it that way. I guess I could do it that way. That'd probably be better.
Sometimes I like to do video. Sorry, we had wrestling this weekend, so we have a ton of wrestling. Did you see Vanessa's before and after?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Isn't it? So let me see here. All of these pictures I have of me working out are all just screenshots from actually working out.
Okay.
I just video my workouts. I don't know why these aren't loading, but I just video. Oh, there's me. I video my workouts, and then I take screenshots off of those. So if you guys have an iPhone, it's really easy to just slowly go forward and find a part of your video that is good, pause it, and screenshot it. This one is one of my favorites. This was off of a screenshot from my video.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I think I'm going to stop doing this here with other people's pictures, and I'm going to start really focusing on getting myself, because I've noticed on other people's profiles that it really gets a lot more attention and a lot more traction if it's you. That's my first day of hammer and chisel. Oh, look, there's Alicia. See?
Yeah.
These are pictures that were screenshots of working out. And a lot of all my before and afters, I video my before and after as a video, and then I screenshot the pose that I like in the position that I like. So it doesn't have to be still shots, these were all off of screenshots from a video. So they turn out pretty well. That way you're not always, like this one here is obviously a selfie, but these here look a little bit better because you're not holding onto the phone. You know what I mean?
And you can see the whole thing. You can actually see what you're doing.
Right. So there's many ways that you can get pictures of your own. I just think it's a good idea to start getting used to that because I keep seeing other people getting more response from pictures of themselves than pictures of other people with quotes. Look, there's more. I'm saving you guys forever.
Yeah.
Not funny. You guys are in my cloud.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good idea to get used to getting pictures of yourself and getting them out there. It's one more step to getting out of that box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's good content. People will respond to it, especially people that know you. They'll be like, oh my gosh, you look so good. So just some ideas. Sorry, I know that's not even on topic, but I just thought that would be helpful real quick there.
Yeah, I did. I was doing some videos. I'm doing them off my computer, like my computer camera. So I might try the phone because it looks like they come out clearer. But the one day I did a still shot and somebody commented and said, oh no, I'm not doing that.
That's pretty good. So how do you do it? Because I don't have an iPhone. I have a Droid. So I guess I could Google.
You can still do screenshots. I'm not sure on a Droid how you do it, but I know you can do it.
Okay, I'll check it out.
It's just nice because then, even if you're like, hey, I didn't do a great job on this workout. I'm not perfect. Those are good videos to put out there too, because you can put in your post, I'm not perfect at this. I'm here to help you. You can help me, whatever. Show the video. Videos get a lot of response on Facebook too, because people view them more than the actual memes or pictures. So videos are good. Just make it a good combination, just a still shot one day, video next day, just whatever you're feeling. And, I know some people have a hard time deciding what to post on Facebook. And so one way to make sure that you're able to post content on Facebook that's unique to you, keep a journal or keep a notebook or something that's with you all the time. If you're driving around and something strikes you, you get to the store, write it down, then you can go home and find a picture that goes with it. Or when you're reading your personal development, write down a quote in there that really resonates with you, and then take that quote and write down what it made you think of and how it made you feel, and put that with the picture that, and it doesn't always have to be working out. There should be one picture a day of working out. But the rest of it could be all about you, you and your kids, what you're doing that day. Just make sure you're in your content. It's super important because people are coming to you for you. So, I don't know. Do you guys have any questions about the buffer or scheduling posts or anything like that?
Where do you get a lot of your recipes?
A lot of what?
Where do you get your recipes from?
From Beachbody. If you log into your Beachbody and go to recipes, there's a ton of recipes in there. There's also, if you go to Pinterest and look up 21-day fix recipes, there's a ton of recipes in there. Just make sure that you give whoever the actual author of the recipe credit in your post. If you want, you can steal mine. It's easy. Just take them and post them. your audience is different than my audience. So it's not like someone's going to go, oh man, I just saw that on this girl's website the other day. So feel free to take the ones that are off on my page. And also my like page. Most of them are the same though that I post. But by all means, take them off my page if that's easier for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions?
I don't think I have any.
Oh, I have another one. So I'm starting my challenge group February 1st.
Okay.
So the 1st through the 6th or the 7th, whatever it is, that's going to be like the warm-up week. Is that usually what you do, right? You advertise the group starts this date, and then that first week is the warm-up week.
Typically, the way that I advertise it is I don't include the warm-up week. So say the 1st is your first day. I would tell people that workouts start on the 8th with a prep week for the week before that. So workouts, we'll start working out on the 8th with a super fun week before that or something like that, just to get to know each other. That prep week is super important, especially in these kind of groups, because there's so many personal things you share in these groups sometimes that you want to be comfortable with the people that are in the group. So it's better to do that than to just jump in. All right, anything else?
I don't think so.
I think I'm good.
Okay, awesome. Just message me if you have any questions, no big deal. I'm available most of the time.
Awesome.
I try to get back as quick as I can. Yesterday I was running a wrestling tournament, so it was really nice to see you guys supporting each other. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I love the chat because it's so helpful. You can just throw something in there and whoever's available can answer. So
Yeah,
It does help a lot. For sure.
Yeah. Okay, well, have a good night, and I will talk to you guys later this week.
Awesome.